What's up, everybody? I'm back here with another video again. This is Mike with the Dread Merchant YouTube channel. Just wanted to talk about something I picked up recently. It's actually from a company I'm sure a lot of you have heard of. It's called Rhino Rescue. Where is it at? There's a QR code if you guys want to go to their website. So this is an ifak, which ifak stands for Individual First Aid Kit, in case you guys weren't sure what that meant. Comes just like this in a plastic bag. Comes with a nice sturdy Rhino Rescue Velcro patch put on there to kind of let people know this is a medical kit. I'm gonna open it up for you and let you guys see the contents and check it out. I think for the money I paid, this is a pretty good way to start things off. So we got a Israeli bandage here. Those are always really helpful for bigger, more serious wounds that don't require a tourniquet but are pretty bad. They have a nice pad on there. I'm not going to open it up to demonstrate. There's plenty of videos online of what a Israeli bandage is used for, so you guys can go ahead and look more into it if you'd like. But it comes with this pack of vacuum sealed compressed gauze. There's another one here. This is an elastic bandage. Comes with a little bit of tape here. Sorry, I don't have a tripod yet, so I'm doing all this one-handed. Get into this a little more. So, comes with a triangular bandage. Those are pretty good. Help support an arm. Tie yourself up in a splint, you know. A dry burn dressing, which is pretty nice. Sometimes it depends, actually. The burns, you know, they're particular. Sometimes you want a dry dressing, sometimes you want a wet dressing. Depends on the severity and the blisters and if there's skin left or what exactly is going on. So it's good that they include this here. An abdominal pad. So this is for a bigger wound on the stomach. Some chest seals. We have one vented chest seal and one regular chest seal. Then they give you some nice medical scissors, cut through clothes and whatever it may be. This is a nasopharyngeal airway tube. So if you need to clear an airway and you know the mouth is obstructed and you can't get a good airflow, this is so you can make sure that you're able to give them rescue breaths, keep an airway open, do whatever you may need to do. I don't recommend using it unless you know how, or if it's an absolute emergency. It's always good to get training on this kind of stuff. This is just a regular tourniquet. It's modeled after like a cat tourniquet, but it's Rhino Rescue's version of it. It's a pretty good one. It's already set up. You just undo the Velcro, throw it on, tie down the windlass, which is this piece right here. And a lot of people talk a lot of smack on these, man. They say they're not good, they're, you know, knockoffs or whatever. And yeah, granted, they might not be as good as, or as high quality as the North American rescue ones, so to speak, but that's just because it's a brand name and that's the way people look at it. But personally, I've strapped this thing around a 2x6 and cranked that sucker down as hard as I could, got out metal pole, put it over top of this windlass, kept cranking it down. Nothing broke, man. This thing, it would bend before it breaks. These stitchings are really good. These plastic pieces up here to secure the windlass are good quality. There's a Velcro strap right here to put over top of it so it doesn't pop loose. Everything on this is just as good, and I would trust my life with it every single time. So, you know, you do you, but for me, that's good enough. Emergency blanket. They're pretty standard in kits. It's good to have. Help keep the temperature up. Whenever you get an injury, your body goes into shock and your temperature can fluctuate, and this just kind of helps keep the patient warm and make sure they're doing okay and they don't get hypothermic. It comes with this mini Sharpie, which is nice. You got to write down the time that you put the tourniquet on or any other important medical information about the patient. You know, if they don't let you know some things and then they become unconscious, at least you can record what you can and you have a way to do it pretty easily. Or if they have any allergies or anything, you can write it on their skin. You know, it's a good piece of kit to have inside here. This is a splint. It can do everything from your leg to your arms. You can cut pieces off of this. It's pretty solid, man. It's a pretty big one too, so it's nice that they include a big splint like this. I mean, it's 36 inches, dude. That's a gigantic splint. It's pretty good. Inside here, what do we got? Lubricating jelly. That would be for this nasopharyngeal airway. So you would put some of this on the length of the tube before you try and just shove it up somebody's nose. I mean, that would be pretty painful. This helps mitigate some of that. You got an eye shield in case there's any injuries to the eyes. Comes with 2 sets of gloves, pre-packaged, sterile. A CPR mask, so if you can give CPR and you know how to do it, this mask will help make sure that you don't have to make mouth-to-mouth contact with the victim, and it helps stop the spread of diseases or keep vomit or blood or anything off of you. So it's pretty nice to have. So here is some burn gel to go with that dry burn dressing. So this can help with that. If you want to turn it to a wet dressing, you probably could put that over the area first. And here's just some regular gauze for wound compress. It's just small little pieces, but they're sterile, individually packed. Here's an eye pad to go underneath the eye shield, so if you do have an injury, or you can put this on and put this over it, put some gauze, wrap it around your head, and make sure the person's injury is completely covered up. There's another one of the iPads, so that's 2 of them. And inside here is just some band-aids, a couple pieces of gauze, some simple stuff like that. They do give some pins just in case you run out of medical tape and you need to pin up this triangular bandage or this bandage here. So that's nice that they do include some safety pins. We also have, I think this is a tongue depressor here, yeah. So you could use this to make a splint for your finger if you wanted to. Crack this in half. It's basically like a big popsicle stick, you know. They're pretty good to have on hand. Plus, if you need to look down inside somebody's mouth, use this to compress down in their tongue and see down into the airway and make sure there's no obstructions. And this bag, man, this bag actually impressed me. It's pretty good quality, pretty durable. This piece does come off, so if you wanted to just throw some stuff in here, open up your kit, take this with you and go, that's an option. There's some good storage in the back of the pouch here. There's a bunch of different options on how you want to set this thing up and put it together. It's good quality. It does have MOLLE capabilities. These do come off of here. Let me just rip this so you can see what I mean. That Velcro's on there freaking tight, dude. So if you wanted to put this onto something, you can have it to this whole kit. Just rip it off and go, and that will leave this back pad secured and attached to something so you can Velcro it on. But I added just a couple things to mine. I put some liquid IV in there to get somebody some electrolytes and stuff if they have some heat stroke or whatever might be going on. I got a couple packs of Advil, Motrin, Diamode, just a couple regular little medications. The kit does not come with them. The kit comes with everything that you see here. Hold on. All of this is included in the kit. So again, the company's Rhino Rescue. They do have offices in the States, but I do believe it is a Chinese company. But all of this gear is quality, man. I wouldn't keep it if it wasn't. I've tried most of the things in here previously. I've purchased multiple kits like this. This is probably the 4th or 5th one that I have. I keep them in all the vehicles. I keep them with my main bug out bag. You know, I keep one in the house just to have. It never hurts to have good emergency supplies around. Obviously you can supplement these kits, add a couple things. This is just one of the kits I randomly grabbed, and this just happened to be what was inside of it. I mean, my other ones I put some more stuff in, but it's always a work in progress. You always find some things that are better or might help, might make your kit a little more well-rounded, or you know, it varies person to person depending on what type of application you're using it for, where you're at, what the risks are, what injuries are likely to occur. You know, you have to think about all these things before you put a kit, but put a kit together, I mean. But having one is the main thing. You know, you can always add to it, you can always figure things out later, put more stuff in it, do more research, but this is a good base starting set. So I would highly recommend it. You guys let me know if you want me to keep posting these videos. Like, comment, subscribe, share, do all the things. You know, I'm still new to YouTube. I'm just trying to figure this out. I've had a lot of different things that I've been wanting to make videos on and wanting to do reviews on, but I just didn't know how to start, and I figured, you know, it's time to finally get my feet wet and open up this door and see if I can make something happen with this. So I appreciate you guys. I appreciate your time, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks.